Okay, so our first example is going to be the Jetta SE. And our equation for recurring payments for present value equals A, which is the amount financed, multiplied by 1 plus I to the nth minus 1 over I multiplied by 1 plus I to the nth power, where I equals the discount rate, and our discount rate is 7%. N represents the amount of years. The other equation we will be using is the present cost of one payment, which is the amount financed for that one payment, and then divided by 1 plus I over N, where again I is the discount rate of 7% and N is the number of years. Okay, so for the Jetta SE, our first equation is the present cost of recurring payments. And the amount of the recurring payment is $6,098.55 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power, 5 years, minus 1 divided by 0.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power. And that equals $25,005.25. Now is the tricky part. This is where we will be taking years 1 through 10, bringing them back to the 5th year, and then from the 5th year we will bring them back to present value. So since those payments are all equal, we will do recurring payments for years 6 through 10. And the amount of the recurring payment during those years is $1,612.47, and that will be multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 4th power, 4 years, minus 1 divided by 0.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 4th power, and that number equals $5,461.73. This amount right here is the present value in 5 years from now, so we still need to bring it back. And since this is one payment, we will be using the present cost of one payment, which is $5,461.78 divided by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power. That number equals $3,894.17. So now we know the net present value equals the sum of all present cost, which we will take this number, $25,525, plus $3,894.17, plus the down payment of that vehicle, which was $1,901.50. And that down payment is already in present cost because we are currently making that payment in the present. So the value of the net present cost for the Jetta SE is $30,892. So now we can move on to the Jetta TDI. And we basically use the same exact equations, we just plug in the different values. So our first equation, present cost recurring payment, equals the amount of the recurring payment, which is $6,849.63 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power minus 1 divided by 0.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power. And that number equals $28,084.84. Now we will do the same thing for years 6 through 10, and we will bring that value to the 5th year, and then from the 5th year we will bring that to the present value. So the amount of the recurring payment for years 6 through 10 is $1,448.67. We will multiply that by 1 plus 0.07 to the 4th power minus 1 divided by 0.07 plus 1 plus 0.07 multiplied by the 4th power, and that number equals $4,906.95. Now, this is at the 5th year, so we bring that back to present by using the one payment. So that equation is $4,906.95 divided by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power, which equals $3,498.54. Now we will take the net present value, which equals the summation of the present cost, which is our down payment, and our down payment is $2,305.50 plus $28,084.84 plus $3,498.59. That value equals $33,888.93. Now we will do the Jetta hybrid, which is the same exact way we did the gasoline and the TDI version. First is the present cost of the recurring payment for years 1 through 5, which is $7,421.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power minus 1 divided by 0.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power, and that number equals $30,427.85. Next, we will do the present cost of the recurring payment for years 6 through 10 and bring that back to the 5th year. So that value is $1,128.99 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 4th power minus 1 divided by 0.07 multiplied by 1 plus 0.07 to the 4th power, and that number equals $3,824.13. Next, we will take this value, since it is at the 5th year, bring it back to present cost by doing one payment and bringing it back to the present cost. And this equation is $3,824.13 divided by 1 plus 0.07 to the 5th power. That number equals $2,726.55. So now we will do the net present value, which is the summation of all present cost of the hybrid. And our down payment for the hybrid is $2,699. So here is our down payment. This is our value right here. We will add our down payment plus $30,427.85 plus $2,726.55. That value is $35,853.40. So now, since we have all of our present values for all three vehicles, we will compare them. And the decision the consumer wants to go with is the vehicle that has the lowest net present value. So as you can see, the Jetta SE surprisingly is the lowest net present value of $30,892, which the TDI is $3,000 more, and the hybrid is $5,000 more than the SE. So the most economical decision is to go with the Jetta SE and not the hybrid or the TDI. And as you can see in our cash flow diagram, the Jetta SE initially makes the less amount the consumer has to pay, and the first 5 years of all three vehicles, the consumer of the SE has to pay the cheapest amount overall through the first 5 years. Through years 6 through 10 is when the consumer has to pay the most for the SE, which isn't really that much more. It's only a few $100s more. So the consumer should make the economical decision and go with the Jetta SE. Thank you.